All right, we are live, everybody. I don't have an intro because this was just kind of thrown together just as we felt like it. So we're doing a Hangout stream today. I've got Katie, the queen of Jaeger bombs, here today on my channel. And we've already put a poll in the side chat. And for the people who were asking if it is Team Ranch or Team Raunch, it's obviously Team Ranch because I speak freedom. So either you vote for Team Ranch or Team Sadness. And I think Team Sadness is winning. But if you vote for Team Ranch and we win, I have Jaeger and I'll do a shot, which each of these is like half a shot. So that's why I have two. But they're very cute little bottles. Oh, it's Kraken's a good rum too.
Yeah, apparently it was good. I don't remember drinking all this, but well, I'm going to drink rum regardless because for me it's Friday night, so why not?
It's 11 in the morning.
So
on Pacific time.
One of the things I wanted to tell everyone who's watching. The other day, Ben had some time off, and you took time off for the show, and then we had to postpone it once, and then it ended up getting cancelled because of illness and stuff. Yeah. But then Ben was like, "Oh, now I've got nothing to do today," so I was just like, "Well, you suggested Jaeger bombs." So I was like, "Do a Jaeger bomb right now," and then he sent me a video of him just doing a Jaeger bomb. It was like 11 a.m. I was like, "All right, nice work, good for Thursday."
Katie is a bad influence, and that's all I can say about that. But we got the rum over here.
I'm good at peer pressure. I would say it's probably my peak skill.
Yeah, it's your fault.
I'm min-maxed.
Critical Cupcake says, "So do we all have our water balloons filled with mayo ready to throw at the guest?" I hope everyone got the flyer. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Everyone throw mayo at Katie.
I hope everyone's ready to permaban Critical Cupcake from their own streams for this abuse. Look at the abuse you get when you go on other streams. So this is why you need to ban them.
There's a type of shot which is Jaeger and mayo. It's not, well, specifically warm mayo and Jaeger. And it's a shot.
Congeal.
Yeah, it's nasty. I have not done it. But it's not off the table because during my trivia nights, I've started doing a surprise shot reward for chat. So I put all of the ingredients I have like in my kitchen in a wheel, like a spinny wheel, and then I have certain criteria they have to meet in order to get me to spin it. But I spin the wheel, and then however many times I have to spin, that's all the ingredients I have to put together in a shot. And so the first time we did this, I ended up having to drink Fireball and pre-workout powder, and it was weird.
Sounds great. Cool, that's strong. I quite like those mystery shot things. When I was at uni, me and my housemates, I think we might have got back for the first time after summer, like the first week back after, the long summer break. And we had an evening in, and we just went and put everything in the cupboards. So, like, no one had really moved back in yet, and the food wasn't all back and stuff. We just got everything that had been in the cupboard for the whole of summer and blended it up, and then everyone had to do a shot of it. And there was like months old bananas, there was mince pies from the previous Christmas, there was like olive oil, there was like the most disgusting things. And actually the worst bit of the whole thing was when you blend an entire banana, the banana bit in the middle is fine, but the skin turns into this like sinewy, it's like having a shot of hair. And like when you were thinking about all the other things in there, it was really hard to get it down. It was proper grim, but we all had a shot, so it was fair.
I should show you the wheel of surprise, because this is it's hilarious how messed up this is. So we've got this wheel of nonsense.
What have you got on there? Okay, lots of alcohols.
Lots of alcohols. I had to do a shot of Splenda on the last stream, like that, because it was only one ingredient, so it's just Splenda. So I ended up mixing it with water, so it was a liquid. But
Absinthe. Oh, you got some absinthe, have you?
I have some absinthe. If I have to do a surprise shot with absinthe, I am 100% lighting it on fire. Same thing with the Everclear. Like I like doing flaming shots. It's really
cool,
fun to
though.
do.
Yeah, I've never done one
Yeah.
at home. I've never had absinthe in my house. I had absinthe when I went to Prague one time, and yeah, it was pretty intense. Gave everyone a stomachache the next day.
Yeah, you got to mix it with something because it's like usually at least 100 proof.
So is proof the one that's half of percent? So what proof is vodka to you? 20, 40,
Most
80?
most liquors are around 40 proof.
Oh, so proof is the same as percent. Okay. Because I thought like it was half. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I think I
vodka's
don't know.
like 40.
There's some conversion to it. Because I have a tequila here that's 110 proof.
What is
And
proof?
I know if you're gonna light it on fire, it needs to be like at least 100 proof.
This says 40%. What I'm used to is 80 proof.
Oh, it's 80. Sorry, I got them backwards.
Right. So if yours is 110
most of them are
proof,
80 proof and 40%.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I was
Yes.
going to say, like, I think 100% absinthe would mean literally just raw ethanol.
Which you can do. I would not recommend that, but you can do it.
I drank methanol once in a confusing set of mistakes, noodle-based mistakes, and that was it was so we were camping at a music festival. And my friend cooked these noodles in her, those little not gas cookers because we weren't allowed to take gas. You have a little like white spirits burner thing. It's called a Trangia. I don't know. But we had one of those, and my friend cooked some noodles in them, and she was eating them. She's like, "God, these are the most bitter thing I've ever tasted. They're disgusting." And then we were like, "Oh, let's have a go." So we all like some of these noodles, and then she cooked some more, a different flavor, and she was like, "God, these are just as bad." So we all ate those. And then she was like, "Oh, I've worked out why they're so disgusting. It's because I spilt the methylated spirits in there. So it's just this like bright purple liquid that just tastes like death." And I had a bit of a panic because I was like, shit, we've all just drunk this like poison basically. And I rang up the NHS and I was like, "Oh, I think we've all just drunk methylated spirits." And she was like, "Right, okay. I need to talk you through the symptoms. Like, are you like the first symptom of methylated spirits poisoning is feeling overly social." And I was like, "We're all drunk at a festival. This isn't helping." And then she's like, "The next thing is like, I can't remember what it was, like feeling cross-eyed and dizzy." I was like, "We're all drunk at a festival." And she's like, "Well, the next symptom is blistering of the mouth and throat." I was like, "Oh, no, we're okay there. That's I'll call you back if we get."
Those aren't what I would jump to. Yeah, I actually had a practice question yesterday, because I'm on emergency medicine next month. So I had this practice question of somebody who had consumed some non-ethanol substance. And basically the question was asking like, what did he drink? And they were being very tricky in the answer choices because you get a similar high anion gap metabolic acidosis with ethylene glycol and methanol. Like they'll both cause a similar acidosis. But the symptoms are slightly different, and they put both as answer choices. And then the other ones were like, I think it was like alcohol withdrawal or something else. And I got it wrong because I said it was ethylene glycol. But no, I think the guy was like confused. It was confusion, dizziness. I don't remember what else was in the
sociability
question. Well, yeah, I mean, you're gonna get that across the board, but it's something like, I think because ethylene glycol doesn't have as many neurologic effects as methanol does.
Okay.
I think due to blood-brain barrier permeability. But
so, but it turns out that the like cure, I don't know if that's the right word, the treatment for methylated spirit poisoning is to drink alcohol because alcohol causes it to break down. So my friend was like, "Right, everyone's got to do 2 shots of vodka and then we'll just carry on." So we did.
Yeah, you can use ethanol or you can use I think you can use fomepizole as well, but I could be wrong on that. It's been a while since I've studied that stuff.
Yeah, Brababe420 in the chat says, sometimes when Ben talks, I feel very dumb. I always feel like that with
Hi,
doctors.
baby.
Like they're just casually like, oh yeah, like the other day I went in and I had a drink, woo, and you're like, yeah, I'm in this conversation. This is something I know about. And then they're like, oh, by Prenzamine motivate, like got my question wrong in the test. Oh, I was like, okay, don't know what any of those words mean, but okay.
I'm sorry. I get excited. I did get my costume items in for when I have to dress like a metalhead. So,
oh yeah, I need to get all of mine for all the time. So I'm the queen when I go on with Arden next, and with you I'm gonna be what am I gonna be again?
you have to be a doctor when you're on
A
with me
doctor.
because you
Okay,
have to
yeah,
be me and I have to be you.
I'm gonna get a sexy nurse outfit because everyone needs one of those, and then I have to dress in a Star Trek costume next time we have Jessie back on. So
I did pay attention. I have been paying attention to your Twitter post, and since the camera only sees like the top part of me, I couldn't do the bullet belt, so I got like a bandolier, and I hope that that's okay enough to be an equivalent to the bullet belt.
so is that the one that goes like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Because that way they can see it.
Mexican stereotype. Yeah, there's this amazing photo. Maybe I should send it to you and you could put it up on screen. There's this, so like in the 80s when metal was like cutting edge and scary and stuff, people were pushing an envelope to see, you know when like things are kind of cool and then someone takes it a little bit further and then it's kind of cringe. There's this photo of this German band called Destruction where they all have those, and it's just so funny. I'm just trying to find it. There's quite a lot of them actually like this. I'm just trying to find. There's like this classic one. Oh, they had loads.
I'm gonna since normally on Transatlantic we'd have the super chat competition thing. What we're gonna do today is if you submit a super chat of $5 or more, I will put in I'll spin the wheel of surprise, and that will be the fun for today. So,
okay, sounds good.
If you want
I
me
just
to
sent
do
you
a
the link.
surprise shot, we'll make it happen. Because I'm a little sad that Team Sadness is winning in the poll. So, like,
yeah,
Katy
that's me
gets
though.
my channel and starts winning everything. Like, what? Like, guys.
Well, that's because I'm the winner, mate. The ultimate winner.
Yeah, you're just cooler than I am. But I am a little bit sad that we didn't have the show this week because there was that one issue on Twitter that I was hoping to be able to discuss more, and maybe we'll cover it the next time I'm on. But this is one of the few times that a trans man has been like kind of the center of some online controversy.
What's this?
So the whole thing with the detransitioner who wasn't actually detransitioning.
Yeah.
Like the testosterone ruins little girls. That whole fun, because it's rare that trans men will kind of be the center of things on Twitter. So I was hoping we were going to be able to talk about that this week, but
we can talk about it now.
We can talk about it. So I know you were commenting a little bit on that whole scenario.
Yeah, so I didn't actually watch the initial video because I was at work and can't listen to the sound on Twitter and stuff on there. But I don't know. I kind of knew what it was about from the comments. I feel it'd be improper of me to judge on the content having not watched it. But I did know that it was about what testosterone does and going bald, and loads of people were like, well, that's what testosterone does. And then this detransitioner / whatever person who was talking was like, oh, I was actually going bald before I started transitioning because I had a hormone issue. I was like, I feel like that's a key piece of information to include in your original thread if it's about testosterone.
Yeah, no, I noticed that like even before he had mentioned the like, oh yeah, this has made me bald. Like he had mentioned PCOS earlier on, and that he naturally had higher levels of testosterone. And right off the bat, I was like, okay, so even on testosterone, you're going to be have higher testosterone and your estrogen levels are already lower. So it's a weird thing there that it
And
just seems sketchy right off the bat.
yeah, and also this very genetic anyway, because obviously, like,
Yeah.
I'm saying he because I don't know otherwise, and I mean maybe I feel like I should say they. I'm not sure. Perhaps I'll stick with they. So they, because I don't know what they're, how they consider themselves, if they're detransitioning but not detransitioning. I don't know. Complicated, I'm sure, but they were saying that yeah, like, oh, I've been on testosterone this many years and this is what it does. But it's like, yeah, but I was on testosterone longer than that, and this is how much hair I've got. So obviously it's genetic too. Like, one of my friends did go bald at 23, one of my cis male friends, but like both my brothers still have all their hair and they're only a bit younger than me. So
Yeah, it is genetic because the baldness doesn't come from testosterone itself. It comes from 5-DHT. And it's like you can, if you have higher levels of 5-alpha reductase, which converts testosterone to DHT, that's where you're going to get the more of the male hair pattern. And more than often, cis women have lower concentrations of 5-alpha reductase. So if you just genetically had more 5-alpha reductase and you add testosterone to then be shunted into that pathway, sure, you're gonna get hair thinning, but it's going to be person to person variability, like you're saying, and it's just going to present more easily if you add the testosterone into it. So, and there comes the discussion of like, what results did you expect to get from your testosterone therapy? And also, like, no one forced you to take this. Like, the common misinformation is that we're tying kids down and forcing them to get these injections. And no, you are choosing to, on a weekly basis, inject yourself with tea as an adult. And it takes time. Like, I've been on tea for a year and a half, and my hair pattern is largely the same as it was before, apart from, I mean, I have more body hair now, but like, it takes time. Like, on average, it's around like 2 to 4 years to start seeing like major hair changes.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for a while, and like, the results that you're going to get are usually close to whatever your brothers have or your dad has. And so you're not trying to be like this sexy man. Like, it's great. It's great if you come out being like a sexy man.
If you turn out like Ben and just accidentally end up like the sexy man, then that's fine. But it can't happen for everyone. So
yeah, like, the goal is, and I've heard you and Arden talk about this in terms of like feminizing transition. Like, sure, there are certain aspects of your body that you would like to be more cosmetically appealing, but that's not the goal. Like, the goal of hormone therapy is to be an average person, like an average passing person. And the benefits you get from cosmesis are great. Like, if it works out in your favor, cool, but that's not the goal. And I think there's a misconception with, like, and I hope that their physician was transparent enough about what the results were, because I'm not going to say for sure that every doctor is a good communicator, because that's obviously not true. I'm hoping that they communicated the risks of taking tea, but in the off chance that they didn't, like, maybe going forward, the medical community can make sure that we are, number one, communicating effectively, making sure that they understand the risks, not just signing the paper that says they understand it, but can they repeat back to me what they expect the process to be like, and then documenting very clearly what was communicated, so that if something like this happens down the road, like, you can demonstrate, they expressed that they understood what was going on, so that they can't make claims like this in the future if they understood.
I feel like, I mean, obviously that's kind of what informed consent is, and making sure they know, like, the person, because not every adult is capable of giving informed consent, and you obviously want to like, filter out the people who can't. Not everyone is capable of making decisions for themselves, but most people are. And I feel like I find it very hard to believe that you can learn enough about transition to fight your way through the ridiculous punitive system which fights trans people at every single stage without understanding really what hormones do. I just can't really believe it. It just seems so ridiculous to me. Like, this kind of manage your expectations. This is the limits of what HRT can do. This is what testosterone blocking and stuff can do. Like, I knew about all of that before I even really came out to myself, because I was so keen to research it all and understand. And I know not everyone is keen to research and understand, but then the next stage, every single therapist and every single doctor I talked to told me all that, and then every single trans person I talked to told me that too. I feel like you would have to somehow get to the prescription stage without having talked to any trans people or any doctors or done any research at all, and I just don't think it's reasonable. I mean, I always feel a bit bad accusing people of being liars, but I feel like that's not the full story. If someone's saying,
Yeah.
if someone's saying, "Oh, I didn't know HRT would cause my voice to drop irreparably," or like J.K. Rowling retweeted something where someone was claiming all the detransitioners in their group chat didn't know their breasts wouldn't grow back after mastectomy, and it's like, come off it, mate. Who the fuck is getting their breasts surgically removed and then thinks they might grow back? Like, it's just not a thing. Like,
Yeah.
you might be able to find one person on Twitter who said that once, but it's not realistic.
Well, and the fact that they decided to throw trans women under the bus because they were uncomfortable with their transition. Like, sure, you can have every right to be upset with how your transition went, and you can regret it for yourself, sure. But like, that has nothing to do with some other person and their transition. And to say that, well, I'm gonna not detransition because I don't want cis women to feel uncomfortable like the way trans women have made them feel. Like, okay, number one, this seems like a stupid excuse to not detransition. Like, if you really feel like detransition is the right step for you, then you can do it. We're not going to stop you from taking those steps. But
importantly is that, in my experience and of my personal opinion, if a detrans woman, so someone who thought they were a trans man and then just realized they were just a cis woman, or however they see themselves, a detrans woman, if they said, "I'm no longer a trans man, I consider myself a woman and I'm detransitioning," then the trans community supports them. Like, I see that so many times. I've seen it when someone says, "I found out transition." Well, not that many times. It's not that common. But when someone truly says transition isn't right for me, and they get supportive comments from trans people saying, you know, you're still part of the community and stuff, and like, fighting for trans healthcare includes fighting for detrans people's healthcare too. And the people who aren't going to fucking accept you and who are going to say you're a danger and you shouldn't be allowed in society are the ones you're trying to suck up to by saying, "Oh yeah, trans women or whatever." But the transphobic people's full use, and use is the right word for detrans people, is as a political tool to try and ban trans healthcare. And beyond that, they describe detrans people as broken and ruined and mutilated and disgusting and broken bodies and all this. And it's horrific, because if you're a detrans person, your body isn't broken and disgusting and mutilated. Maybe you feel like that, and if that's how you want to describe yourself, that is fine. You know, you can process your own trauma in your own way. But eventually, if you're gonna live in your body, you're gonna have to move past that. And you're going to have to get to the point where you accept who you are and what your body is, and transition again. Basically, that's what detransition is. It's transitioning in another direction, and try and get to the happiest place you can using the healthcare available to you. And if people are describing you as mutilated and banning you from the toilet, and then they have no sympathy for you beyond that. It's just disgusting.
Well, it's interesting for me, like the contradictions in logic there too of well, you're a woman, even if you're a trans man, you're still a woman because you biologically cannot change your sex. But then by that criteria, they should still be seen as a woman in those gender critical settings and therefore have no problem using the women's bathroom because they were innately female. So it goes against their own arguments.
Yeah,
so
it does.
are they not a woman, or are they? Like, you can't use that biological argument and then say, well, but if you transition, you're going to make people feel uncomfortable. You're just going in circles.
There's this brilliant article, and when I say brilliant, I mean hilarious, by gender critical philosopher Holly Lawford Smith, who I think she's Australian. She's either British or Australian and lives in Australia or Britain. I don't know which one. And she wrote this article genuinely called "Trans Women Aren't Women, but Trans Men Are Men." And her argument was all trans people are men. Trans men and trans women are men. And the justification was if you watch popular media, most stuff is written by men for men. So everything's got male gaze, which is like a feminist concept of the only way you ever encounter women in popular media is through the eyes of a man. So you don't really see what women are really like. Therefore, trans men can know what it is like to be a man. So therefore they can be men, whereas trans women can never. So obviously there's a lot of flaws in that argument. But I just love the
my other favorite argument recently has been the idea that trans men are equal in every way to cis men, including in how toxic they are like to society. And so, which it's very interesting because like with the whole male privilege thing, like, sure, there are some aspects of male privilege that I do see when I'm stealth, but it's different, I think, when you were raised to think a certain way about people in society, and when you weren't. Like, the majority of trans men were not raised to think toxically about women because we were raised to be women. And so I think like there are a lot of ways that trans men do not experience male privilege, and especially like even if we go stealth, there are times when we're still seen as feminine, and some things we just can't help. And there's a time at army training this summer where I was stealth the majority of the time I was at training. The exceptions were like in the field, because being legally female, I had to live with the women, which was hilarious actually, because there were some guys that had no idea I was trans, and then I would very stealthily go to the women's tent, and some people wouldn't know the difference. But there was a time that I came out to my platoon, and there's a reason why I did that, because it naturally came up in a discussion that we were having in the classroom setting, to where we're talking about like communication styles and leadership styles. And all of us in the room were either dentists or medical students or physicians. And somebody brought up the point of, hey, well, a lot of times when women use an assertive communication style, they're seen as a bitch or they're seen as bossy. So having to approach that and understand that men in those settings might need to reframe how they perceive women's communication. And so I chimed in and I was like, hey, I've seen this from both sides of the coin, because I went through.
Used to be a woman,
I was an EMT as presenting as a woman, and I went through my first year of medical school as a woman, and then transitioned, or like started my transition my second year, and didn't even start on hormones until recently. So seeing it from both sides, there is a difference. But ever since I told them, even though before that everyone was convinced I was a cis man, people started accidentally throwing out she, her pronouns in there. Like,
yeah,
but that didn't change. Like nothing, like you knew me as a he, him beforehand. And now suddenly in your brain, I'm a woman. And it's difficult when you are, I think society views, like, if you've ever been assigned this woman box, as long as they can put you back in that box, they will not let you leave. And so even if you transition and you go stealth as a man, like at the second they find out you were ever in that box, you're right back there, because there's no way that you could be good enough to be a man. And
Yeah.
it's this subconscious thing. I don't think they mean to do it, but like there's some ways that we lose kind of that aspects of male privilege. So I don't see that being a super fair argument from a lot of people.
I mean, if anything, because of there's like a gender hierarchy in society. I mean, that's what patriarchy is. Men are better than women. That's like the claim and the enforced set of rules in patriarchy. If you don't meet up to the standards of what a man is, then you're like relegated to the second class. And in that sense, trans women are women and trans men are women.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. But like it can happen that you know, if anything, if there's any argument here to be made, which there isn't because it's a fucking garbage argument, it could arguably be the other way around. You lose male privilege, some forms of male privilege very quickly, sometimes even without any kind of transition at all, just on coming out and admitting that you want to be a woman. That can just delegitimize you as a man in the eyes of sexist men. And you notice it straight away. But
I'm getting called out, and it is funny. I did say the woman box. I'm aware that can sound funny.
There was someone in it's Godless Granny in chat ages ago asked, and I wanted to get it in, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Was asking how long testosterone takes to affect your voice. I think that's a good question for you because I have no fucking idea.
It depends on the person. I started seeing changes only like a few weeks after I started. And I have documented on my TikTok, I have my voice transition documented. And I think within the first 4 weeks, you even hear like a huge difference. There's a little bit of a difference between week 1 and week 2, but that wasn't related to the hormones. I was also doing voice training at the same time. So I don't think it works that quickly, but you can hear a difference in that. So I think for some people it can be a few months, some people it's a few weeks.
I think so in my mind, like when I think of you and try and I don't know, I hope this isn't too awkward, but when I try and think like backward to when we first met, in my mind you sound like this. Like I know we talked years ago, but I know, I factually, like rationally, I know that you didn't, because I remember at the time not being told that like you were, because I didn't think you were starting HRT around then. And I remember thinking like, oh wow, your voice has like gone down loads, and it sounds really good. But like I don't really remember it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like rationally, I know that it must have been higher, but I don't. It's weird how your like brain adjusts your mental image of people. And that actually on your point about suddenly, like when you tell someone you're trans, suddenly they start getting confused over pronouns. That only happens with some people, and I think it's the people who, like, I feel like it's people who have kind of been brought up with this kind of really transphobic view of trans people, and they haven't really addressed it inside their own mind before. Because some people, you're just like, oh, I'm trans. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And then there's no slip ups. They don't give a fuck. They just carry on talking to you exactly the same. And other people, you say it, and then suddenly they're like, whoa, I don't know what to do. I was so confused. It's like, what are you confused about? Like, just do what you were doing 15 minutes ago, dickhead.
Right. It's so weird. If anyone wants to hear about my voice changes, I am going on Phoebe's show tomorrow. I have a busy streaming day tomorrow.
Oh, I'm on your show tomorrow.
I am going. Yeah, we got trivia, UK trivia tomorrow. So I'm going on Phoebe's show to do like a transition journeys follow up from the transition stories that I did like a year ago, and we're gonna play some clips from my transition stories episode. So you will hear, because that was pre-T. So I'm gonna be squeaky. But we'll be there, and then Phoebe's going to be on Medical Myths right after that, and then we've got the UK trivia after that. So I'm doing like all day with Phoebe, and then Katy's going to be there for trivia, and Emma Thorne's going to be there. I hope some other people are going to be there too, and I will be the weirdest sounding accent on the stream because everyone else will be. Well, actually, we have one German, but everyone else is from the UK. So.
So when Europeans learn English, funny that I said English wrong then. When Europeans learn English,
English.
it's weird because they either learn like an American accent or they learn a British one. And it often depends which country they're from, because it'd be like what the training
Yeah.
materials in their schools have. So like my Portuguese friend, when I met him, I thought that he was American because his accent is just American, and I don't know the difference between American accents and fake ones. And I met this French lady one time, and she had this British accent, but it was kind of odd because in my mind she had the same. Basically, I clocked her as the same class as me, and then she spoke with a way posher accent than me, and I was like, "Mate, you are too fucking rough to to have the accent you do." I was like, "Something is wrong." And she talked to me for like 15 minutes, and she was like, "Oh, I'm actually French. Did you recognize from my accent?" I was like, "No, it's definitely a British accent, but it's like I didn't want to tell her, but I was like, it's the wrong British accent."
The funny thing is, like, or when people from Europe learn English from Americans from different regions of America, like a French person who learned English from a Texan and had like this really weird French Texas hybrid accent, which is really funny.
I love those. I met one guy who was from India. I don't know which part of India, but then his family had moved to Birmingham, and Birmingham has this really horrible accent. No offense to all the Brummies in chat, but like it's a really strong, and he's got this perfect hybrid of like an Indian accent and a really strong Brummie accent, and it's a good combo.
I frequently make fun of northern British accents on my streams only because Stool gets really annoyed with it and it's really funny. So I'll copy Stool's accent on streams, and you can bet it's going to happen during trivia, especially if Stool shows up, because he'll start commenting in all caps, telling me to stop doing the accent. But I have 2 super chats.
Oh, yeah, do it.
So that means I have to spin the wheel twice.
Well, actually, no. You said a $5 super chat.
That's true.
is
So I have to do it 3
spin,
times.
because one of these is 10. I saw it going
It's
fast.
10. True.
Come on, 3
Okay.
shots
So
of
we
absinthe.
had the 10 from a team. I want to hear Katie say the team ranch.
That says Team Ranch.
This is ranch.
Ranch.
Hashtag Team Freedom.
Team
And then we had
Freedom.
one from
Bob's
BB who
people.
says hashtag Team Ranch. Well, that one is spelled the normal way, so it could be ranch or
Team
ranch.
Ranch.
I don't know. I can't tell. But BB is American, so I'm assuming it says ranch.
Has anyone in chat seen the Eric Andre show? Because I fucking love Eric Andre and Hannibal Buress. They're so funny. I've seen like the first 3 seasons of their show, but they have this like it's like a mix between an interview show and a sketch show, and they have this ranch up sketch, and it doesn't make any sense. It's amazing. Anyway, shout out
Here
to
we go.
everyone.
Here's the
Here we
first
go. Here we
spin.
go. Excited.
Right?
Is
it going to Fireball?
Fireball. Okay.
It's going to Fireball. Okay, so we got Fireball. That's the first ingredient, which Fireball comes up a lot. Like, I think this thing is rigged. We got Fireball. And then this is number 2.
Fireball.
This is going to be
Second
nasty, I know.
Fireball.
Like, Fireball either plays very well or not at all with
We
something.
nearly had ranch then. Peanut butter?
Let's go to the Jaeger.
Oh, no, Jaeger.
Okay, so we skipped. I was hoping it was not going to go to the peanut butter whiskey because I'm not a fan. Although Fireball and peanut butter might not be terrible.
Peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah,
I'll drink that. I've never heard of that.
I don't like it very much.
Oh, email it to me. I'll have it.
Email it to you. Is that you can pull it through the computer? All right, ingredient number 3. Let's go. Oh, don't land on pineapple. No. No.
Yeah, that's going to be a horrid mix. Come on then, Ben. Triple shot us. Come on. It's nearly lunchtime now.
Well, I gotta mix them together. So.
Yeah. Just
all right, Katie, you can vamp, and I will mix them on stream so I can prove to you that it is the correct ingredients.
Go on, go get the 3 things.
Yeah, I'll go get them.
I'll do it. Yeah, so I poured my rum a bit too strong, which is a bit bad because in like an hour and 15 minutes, I'm going to go on my channel and talk about this Warwick University talk situation. I was meant to be giving a talk today, right now, in fact, at Warwick University, and it got cancelled due to security concerns. So if you want to find out about that, then come hang out, or not hang out, come watch me drunkenly deal with that. I should not have had this many drinks for such a serious topic. But we're also going to have the someone who part of the society who booked me to talk will be joining us. So hopefully she'll be able to clear up some misconceptions. But yeah, it looks like Ben's back with the horrid thing. So that's a mini Jägermeister. And is that one shot or is that two
It's
shots?
about a half a shot. So I gotta do these in thirds. I think we're gonna do the best that I
see.
can.
You're doing the third shot. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna mix them together.
So off stream,
means
he's just switching it out for just brown water.
yeah, no, that's why I have to prove it. But the other bottles are a little bigger, so I'll put the pineapple on the end.
I think mine's
Team
like
Ranch and Team Sadness. Katie is Team Sadness, obviously.
So just so you know, I didn't pick the team name. Ben was like, "What sums up
my
Katie
channel? I do what I want."
What sums up Katie the most? Despair.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm excited for my UK trip.
On this fucking channel, that's why.
I'm excited for my UK trip when we're gonna get absolutely wasted in England. We need someone to be a designated driver, and I nominate Phoebe.
No, this is England, mate. We don't
need a driver. But I need somebody to babysit me at the very least, and I don't trust you if you're also gonna be drunk, so.
Oh, yeah, you'll survive. England's good.
I'll survive.
You will guaranteed survive, but I cannot say anything else. So,
well, you told me that men like to fight each other at the pubs.
But usually,
am I gonna get punched in the face?
Well, no, because usually the like how it's done, the etiquette in England at 3 a.m. on a Saturday is short men go and fight tall men. That seems to be how it goes.
Oh, so I have to call people out.
Fight. You'll be starting the fights, yeah. So someone will probably what's going to happen is we'll be blasted and we're walking along and then some like knobhead is going to be like, "Oh, a nice tits, mate," to me. And then you're going to be like, "You fucking what?" And then you'll have a go. That's what's going to happen. So
this is Bacardi pineapple. So one of the worst pineapple rums too. I only got it for surprise shots. I'm not going to lie. Although the bottle's big, so I'm going to move this out of the way.
Just to clear this up, if I was to obtain your address and send you a load of horrific alcohols, you would have to do them on stream.
I drank Malort with Johnny on the back cruise. It's imagine, and this is the way he described it, and I believe him after trying this. It tastes like if you put gasoline in a used condom. This is what it's nasty. It's absolutely nasty. And I don't know why people in Chicago drink it. It's supposedly a Chicago tradition. And we did it and it's nasty. And Arden had some actually the leftover bottle is at Arden and Matt's house. So they can deal with it as they please. But
that means when I come to visit, I can have some. So what the pinnacle of the drinks in my house is I have some liquor from North Korea that I literally bought from the border. We're in between South and North Korea.
I want it.
God, I'm way too drunk. I just said South. In between South and North Korea. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. I think it's made from mushrooms, but it doesn't have any ingredients or any info on the bottle. Just got a load of Korean and says made in DPRK. So pretty cool. So that fun fact, I gave probably $100 directly to the Kim Jong-un regime.
Okay. Have you had Akavi? I have some of that on my surprise list, but it's
mate, you've got loads of cool drinks. I've not ever had any of this American bullshit.
It's Scandinavian, and the one I have is specifically Norwegian, but it's savory. Like it's kind of savory of a liquor.
No, I did in Finland. We had something that was savory. It was like a savory.
It was like caraway flavor.
What's that? What?
Because this one's like it's got like caraway and stuff, so it tastes like rye bread.
Oh. No, the one we had was like it was like the best way to describe it is mint but savory.
Oh, so that's like something different, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
It was
akavit is
very
kind of like
strong. I think
it
it was
tastes like rye
6%.
bread, and it's great with pickle shots. Super.
Have you
super
had
good with pickle shots.
pickleback where you have a bourbon and
Oh yeah,
a drink
yeah.
from the? Yeah, that's good. You can now
I love
buy
pickles.
in Tesco pre-mixed picklebacks, which is literally just like brine and whiskey. Anyway,
All
come
right,
on,
am
let's
I
do
gonna
the
drink
shot
this? I gotta.
because we need a few more super chats, so
Hating
we
my
have to
life.
do another one. Come on.
Yeah, if we get more, I'll do another one because my shot
It's
glass
only
is full. My
lunchtime.
hand is shaking because I hate this so much. I don't want to do it. Okay,
Ben,
there we go.
Ben.
All right, cheers, everybody.
We like to drink with Ben because Ben is our mate. I don't actually know the rest of that. But yes, mate. Nice one. The face. We need an instant action slow-mo replay. Does anyone in
I
chat
don't
from
know.
the UK know
It's
the
not
words
the
to that
worst
song
thing
I
I've
was
ever done
singing?
on a stream. Not the worst thing. Have you heard about what the worst thing I've done on a stream was?
Did it involve mayonnaise?
No.
Yeah, of course it did. You shot in
Actually,
mayonnaise.
there's
That's the worst
two.
thing you've ever done. It's a crime against humanity.
There's two things that I've done on stream that are horrible. The worst ever one
was
was when
interviewing
Uncle
Arden.
Beck in the chat and I did. We put communion wafers in a bowl and then poured wine on top of it and ate it like cereal. That was the worst thing I've ever done, like in my life, because
Yeah.
we got the square communion wafers, which
I don't know what communion wafer really is like. I've never done it.
yeah, like the Catholic ones are kind of like the like styrofoam. They don't taste like much, but the square like ones that they used in my church, there's like, since they're not leavened, there's like baking powder in it. And I did not consider the fact that you're putting that in wine. And it's nasty. It's absolutely nasty.
Oh yeah, actually that must be grim because it like combines into making some fizzy chemical that then
Yeah, it just like it didn't even neutralize. It was
Mate,
bitter.
Shane knows where it's at.
Yeah. Oh, I have a video for this. Hold on, let me I come prepared with the videos. This is how I expect. And I have trivia. No, I have North American trivia tonight too. So more shots later this evening. And then we're also probably getting drunk tomorrow during UK trivia. So it's just
Probably. That sounds very
it's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a great weekend. So I have to do another shot. But the other weird thing that I've done on a stream is kind of similar to, and this was actually the inspiration to the Sin of Man Toast Crunch, which was the communion wafers and wine. But
oh wait, can I tell you the first before you spin the wheel? Can I tell you the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So I went in Japan. We went to. I've eaten a lot of grim stuff in Japan because Japan has the best and the worst food in the world. For like the full spectrum, you can get anything you want in Japan. And I went to this place and we ate a cocktail stick of gizzards, which is like the throat of a chicken, and pineapple juice.
But it's a pineapple theme today. There's no alcohol in that, so I'm gonna need somebody else to make me add some alcohol to this.
Chat. We're not having that. Come on. No,
just wait for it to be pineapple juice and mayonnaise.
Yeah, I'll leave if that happens. I need to leave in a minute anyway. But yeah, and I didn't know what it was, and I ate this thing, and like I could feel the throat of this other thing going down my throat, and it kind of got jammed, and I was just like, oh, it's so disgusting, man. That's bad times. Do not recommend. Sorry to any Japanese people in the chat who think gizzards are the best thing, because one of my friends is Japanese and she fucking loves gizzards. Just disgusting.
I ate Burios on a stream.
Oh, of course, Rebus fucking likes it. You're wrong, Rebus.
I ate Burios, so I put Cheerios in a bowl and I poured beer on top of it, and then I ate it.
For my friend's hen party, we had you don't know what? Oh, cinnamon toast crunch. Is that what you call them? Cinnamon grahams. It's like rectangles that are cinnamony and for cereal, like for breakfast. Yeah. So we had that with champagne, and that was disgusting.
I have a video on my Twitch of me eating Burios and reacting to it, and the actual Burios weren't necessarily the problem. It was because I kept talking to the chat and they got really soggy. So it was nasty.
Oh.
And so don't do that. But also, we were trying to think of ways we could do Burios that actually wouldn't be terrible. Like, I think Jonathan from Nat One Heroes was saying that we could do. Like, I don't know if in the UK if you have Oreo O's, like the Oreo cereal.
That's so fucking American. No, we don't.
We have
Not
that.
mostly, yeah.
It started off like when I was a kid, and then they brought it back recently. But you get that and then put Guinness over top. That would actually be decent because like if you have a stout that's, you got more of those chocolate notes to it, it would actually work well. My problem was I did what even was the beer that I don't remember the beer that I used. But I used Honey Nut Cheerios, which is a mistake. Don't do that because it's too sweet. So unless you're having like a sweet beer, not a good choice. But I don't remember what beer I used.
Oh, I don't know if I've had many cereal alcohol combinations. I've had beer and I don't know if the Cheerios, beer and some kind of cereal, and I've also had cinnamon grahams and why do we call that? So like in England, cinnamon toast crunch is called cinnamon grahams, and then there's another one which is honey, which is called honey. Well, I think they've changed them. Maybe they've changed them called like curiously cinnamon. I don't know. Whatever it is, fucking cringe.
We also put coffee on cereal. I put coffee on Cocoa Puffs, and that was actually really good.
Wait, they call Cocoa Puffs in America. Do you have that monkey who's like, I'd rather have a bowl of Cocoa Pops?
No, but I did have the Cocoa Pops in India because British influence. They have a lot of British things in India. But yeah, so I've had those.
They have. I have a fact about this. Shit, what's the drink called? It's like a milk kind of drink. What is it? There's some kind of like hot milk drink, and we have it in England, and they have it in India. But in England, you have it as a bedtime drink, and the marketing is like, oh, if you need to go to sleep, have one of these nice drinks. And in India, they have it as a morning drink, and the advertising is like, if you need to wake up, have one of these drinks. It's like, oh, it doesn't actually have any chemicals in it. It's just all placebo, but it's quite funny how it's marketed like literally 180 degrees.
Hilarious.
Right.
And Phoebe and I have had arguments about whose tea biscuits are better, the UK or India, and they're made this pretty much the same way, I think. But I'm biased. India's the best one. I only buy Indian tea biscuits.
Critical Cupcakes got it. So to chat, I need to disappear in a little bit, so I got to prepare for this next stream that I've got coming up. Yeah. We have on the table at the moment a pineapple. We spun the super chat wheel. Someone donated $5 super chat, which means Ben spun the wheel. If we could get, and he hasn't done a shot of pineapple, obviously, because it's rubbish. No one just shots fucking pineapple on its own. If we could get another spin, or maybe two or more, before I go in the next couple of minutes, then we can see Ben do another horrible drink. And I think that's not just for my benefit. It's not just for Ben's benefit. It's for the greater good of humankind. So if you could
watch me drink terrible shit on stream.
Exactly. But you know why? Because I read today that humans have destroyed 70% of all species on Earth in the last 50 years. And it's so bad that in Latin America, they've destroyed like 95% because they bulldozed sections of the Amazon rainforest. And so humans need punishment for that. They need like solar system level punishment. And what better way than
we got two. God damn it.
Okay. To do a shot with pineapple and 2 mystery ingredients? So
yeah.
Andrew,
also, we have 69 viewers right now. Nice.
Oh, yes. And, right. 69 viewers.
And also, it's only noon my time. And I've already done a shot. And we're about to do another one. So this is for Katie because
have saved us.
And also come to UK trivia tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. UK time, and you can make me do more shots. But it's on Twitch, so the rules are a bit different because they don't have super chats over there. So, but I've got ways that you can still redeem it.
We just got another one though, didn't we?
We did. Oh, okay. Please land on absinthe. So I have to add 3 more.
Or you
We
could
might
do
split
two
these
of
into
two.
two. We might
Yeah,
split
do
these into
two
two.
pairs. Do
Yeah.
2 pairs.
Okay.
How
so
about
this
you
is
you spin the wheel 4 times and I pick the combinations?
Oh shit. Okay.
Out of the
Okay.
okay.
I'm down. Oh, it's almost on absinthe. It's the okay. So what happened was I made for we're doing a fundraiser for Purple Rhymes with Orange to get a car, and I put gummy bears in some vodka and soaked them, and I still have the leftover vodka. Or sorry, I put rum.
Invisible.
It's rum. I put rum and gummy bears together, and so I will put some of this gummy bear rum mixture in it. I don't know how long this has been sitting there for, but it's sealed, so we're fine.
Okay, so that's 2. So we've got rummy bear juice, pineapple.
It keeps landing on. We might get another. We get another pineapple juice.
Okay, that was so close to a ranch.
You know what? No, that's rigged. I wanted. I'm deleting that pineapple juice. I don't care.
No,
I don't care. We're doing something else.
No duplicates.
Yeah, I should just take it off the list every time because I have a way to do that. Is that it's the cucumber mint, maybe, or it's cucumber mint. Good. That's gonna ruin it.
That sounds disgusting. God. Okay, keep going.
Okay, one more. Oh, we're adding bitters. We're adding some bitters. Sweet. Okay.
What's that? Don't even know what that is either.
This bitters. This
Ben, you gotta hurry this up.
Is more. I think it's more anise flavored.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like this. Yeah, I've got several types of bitters because I'm a bougie bitch. Oh, we got more super chats. So
they're coming in, mate.
Adding things. So we got another one. And we got another 10 from Reggie, and then one wanting mayo and soy sauce. So, so I have to add another 4.
So I think in total we've got 7.
Yeah, and we're not counting the pineapple juice, the second pineapple juice. So,
nah. So 8 total. So you've done 5 spins.
So I have to add 4
3
more.
3 more.
4 because we're taking out the second pineapple juice.
Yeah. So 3 more.
Oh, we got the pre-workout, I think. Or a coffee creamer. I only have pumpkin spice, so it's pumpkin spice.
Rabus has just stacked another one on, so you need to keep. You need to
We're just doing shots on shots on shots. I'm gonna be wasted before we even start trivia tonight. Holy shit! I'm actually. Oh no! I'm gonna light this on fire. Here we go. We got Everclear.
Good stuff.
Holy shit, people! It's noon. Oh, abs. Oh no. Okay, it's the brown sugar.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
Pun,
how many more do I have to add? Are we?
I think you're on 8 total. So 9. There should be 9 in the list.
Okay.
So that's right, isn't it?
So I got one more, I think.
Okay. All right. One more.
Last one, and then Katie gets to pick the combination.
Okay. Oh, we just got enough.
I'm gonna put the Akavi in there. You know what? I'm gonna make it Akavi. Executive decision.
Okay.
Executive fucking. I don't know if I can type, but no, I can't.
No.
I'm making it Akavi. So
okay. Right, go and get it.
I'm gonna grab the ingredients. I'm gonna grab the ingredients while you pick the
right, what do we want, chat? Chat, come on, give me a hand while Ben gets the ingredients. What could be the most disgusting combinations here? I think pineapple and cucumber and mint would be fucking vile. So we've got to mix those. I don't really know what Everclear is, but maybe we could mix Everclear with the coffee creamer. Does that sound disgusting? And then so it leaves us with rummy bear juice, brown sugars. That's rubbish. But mix brown sugar with whatever the last thing is, and Bolivar bitters. I think that sounds good. All of them in one.
Everclear is like almost straight ethanol.
In Poland, we make lemonade from lemons that spend the whole night in Everclear. That sounds pretty brutal. But what? So what? Yeah, bitters and brown sugar. Actually, that would be pretty disgusting. If it's anything like I really hate shandies. I don't know if you call them shandies in America, but where you like mix lemonade and beer together. I like lemonade and I like beer, but combined, it's like the worst of both worlds. They could add up deconstructively. I think. I'm not a fan at all of shandy. Even like a little, or like a lager top, we call it here, where you just like with a bit of lemonade on the top to take the edge off. It's disgusting. Yeah, this is setting up to be pretty disgusting. Then we need to. Ben needs to get on this because I want to see him chug 3 shots and I'm going to instantly leave because I've got to go prepare for this next stream. But it should be good. I don't know. I feel like I've had too much rum to do such a serious stream. We'll see. I'm also wondering, so I don't know if anyone here follows me on Twitter, but I posted out some of the abuse I got from this talk, and some of it's pretty bleak. And I feel like I kind of want to read it out to make everyone aware of how bleak it was. But I'm always like, I'm so desensitized to it, like reading out this thing accusing trans people of all these disgusting words. Like, to me, it's kind of just like, yeah, well, I see this every day. But if you don't, do you really
hold on. I need my lighter if we're going to do Everclear because I'm going to light that one on fire. So we're going to grab it.
What's Twitter? That's the right answer. Who the fuck follows anyone on Twitter? It is ridiculous. Fucking full of trans people, Twitter. Don't go there. It's not safe at all. How much trans you're
Okay, what's the combination? What we got? What's first?
Right, so first up we're having let's start at the reverse order. I think we're gonna have bitters, brown sugar, and the gummy bear juice.
Okay. So I'll add the brown sugar first because that'll have to dissolve. This is so nasty. Katie has ruined my day, but it's my own fault because I offered this.
But Ben, don't I ruin your day every day?
Yeah, you're my least favorite person on this planet.
Well, the joke's on you because I'm streaming from Mars.
So I got brown sugar in there.
So that's a chunk amount as
well. So that's gonna need to dissolve.
So drunk, I don't know. I did fill up
gummy bear juice. I'll put the bitters on top because that's like a little dropper thing. So it's in this. You can't see it because it's green and it blends into my green screen. So this will be the majority of it. This is gonna be. I have no clue how long this has just been like sugar liquid on my desk. That fundraiser
Katy
was like a while ago.
Day ruiner. I'd take that. It's like, when you're introducing some like fantasy warlord and it's like Azag evil, destroyer of worlds, heir to the throne of darkness. Mine can be Katy Montgomery, day ruiner, internet bellend. So what is it?
Just Boulevard bitters. It's the flavors are it's aromatic, chamomile, jasmine, cinnamon, and raisins, and orange peel. This is gonna be absolutely nasty. Good. So okay, like
Anna Lux, who just asked if we're taking questions. If you're super quick, I can answer a question before I have to go. Because Ben's gonna do these shots. And right, come on then, Ben. See it off. I've got to go in 4 minutes at the longest.
I'm trying. I've got a lot of shots to do. And I'm gonna mix these because it's got sugar at the bottom. The brown sugar is gonna probably stay for like all the other shots after this too. Because I didn't bother to grab more glasses. All right, cheers. Here we go.
Cheers, mate. Whee! Right, how was that?
Why?
Compared to the last one.
Oh, it just tastes like straight gummy bears. Okay,
that's because you didn't put enough drops of bitters in. Okay,
probably.
So the next one we're gonna do. So the last one we're gonna do is pineapple juice and cucumber mint vodka because I think that will be the most disgusting combo. So that leaves this middle one, everything else. So that's Everclear and coffee creamer, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
and what was the last thing?
Where did I
You
put
replaced
the-
the last. You replaced the mint vodka.
I put
second.
Akavi. I don't know
Yeah.
where did I set down the coffee? Oh, I put it back here. Okay.
I don't know what Akavi is.
You can tell I'm under the influence because I forgot where I set down my coffee creamer.
Andrew, I don't know if you're talking to me or Ben, but I'm doing my stream about my talk on my channel, and if Ben's doing anything else tonight, then I guess it's on his channel. Ben, are you doing anything else tonight?
I've got trivia at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay. And
So
that's on
it's
this
too
channel.
late for the Brits, but the US people, it's gonna be trivia with the North Americans. So I'm gonna put the
Randolph.
This is Akavi.
Okay.
This is Akavi.
Ah. Randolph,
From
I'll
Norway.
ruin someone's day, but I feel like when you say night ruin, it has a sexual overtone, but in a non-sexual way. I'm a night ruiner because I'm the absolute queen of peer pressure, as you can watch right on stream right now as Ben ruins his day and night.
Yes, yes. I'll float the Everclear on the top. So that's the.
Oh God, it's only 46 minutes.
I put the Akavi in it, and I have to put the coffee creamer and the Everclear. Was there anything else I have to put in this one? This is gonna curdle.
No, it's just those three. But you're gonna set them on fire.
I am gonna set them on fire. Yeah.
If it works.
It's yeah. We'll see because it's gonna curdle. It's that coffee creamer is gonna curdle in the Akavi. Good. Yeah. I have to put a good amount of Everclear to get this to light on fire, probably. I'm gonna see if I can. See how well this lights.
Says, anyone enjoying this is a sadist. Yeah, and
Katie is a sadist. This is true. It lit, but I gotta turn my lights off so you can see it. At least one light. Okay.
Stephanie, I believe that you can get sourced for.
I think
tonight.
it went out. Oh no, it's still lit.
I believe in you.
All
right. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see some
see
flame. Yeah. Nice one.
It's all curdled. Look at that garbage.
That's disgusting.
If I throw up on this stream, I'm gonna mix it a little bit. But it is my flaming shots are my party trick. So Katie, I will light shots on fire when I come visit.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you doing shots.
Fucking hell.
Yay!
Still hot. Still super hot. There's still a little bit in it, but I like burn my face on it because I need to wait longer before I actually drink it. Because the glass is hot. The glass is hot. Surprise.
Oh, yes, because you left it burning for ages. You need to set them on fire and instantly drink it. So then you're gonna do. I need to go right now. So get this fucking cucumber one down, you, and then.
Fucking hell! Okay. My motor function is slowing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty, as Stephanie put it, sourced from having one strong rum. I better not.
Yeah,
slow
you're one rum. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a triple, I think. So.
Okay, sure. Yeah, 6 Jaeger bomb, lady.
Yeah, I think 6 is probably the most Jaeger bombs I've had in one night, but not on their own, like with other drinks.
Mm-hmm. There's still like some curdled creamer in this. Good. Love it. Here we go. Cucumber, mint, and pineapple. I hate all of you. That was the worst one. So all right, Katie has to leave.
Ben, who's a doctor who probably who's going to earn like $100 a minute at his full potential, just drunk 15 disgusting drinks mashed into one for like $10.
I'm poor right now. So everyone go watch Katie's live stream.
Yeah, and if you would like to come, if you want to know what went on with my talk at Warwick University, which was meant to be today and got postponed, it's hopefully going to be in November, then come check it out. But I'm just going to give a warning. It's probably going to be it's going to be the standard like turf wars kind of thing where we address disgusting things and slam through them. So if you need to feel like empowered and like trans people are powerful, come check it out. But if you're not ready for fucking the worst abuse you've ever seen, don't come. And that also goes to the mods. Don't feel obliged to come because I know some of you are in this chat. But Ben, thank you very much for having me. Everyone, thanks for coming. It was a really good time to hang out. If someone was to donate like $30 right now, then please make sure to clip it when Ben has to do a shot with like 6 things in it. And I'll see you all in 43 minutes. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, Katie. So I'll close out real quick. So tonight, just a few announcements. Tonight we have trivia at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time with the North Americans. So come hang out. That's on Twitch, twitch.tv/student Dr. Ben. You can find that over there. Tomorrow, I don't have a set start time from Phoebe, but I'm sure she'll send it to me at some point. I'm going on Phoebe's tomorrow morning for Transition Journeys. And then immediately after that, we're going to be doing Medical Myths on this channel at 2 p.m. Eastern time, talking about food safety myths. So stay tuned for that. And then after that, at 8:30 p.m. UK time, we are going to have trivia with the people from the UK and our token German friend. So stick around for that. And then on Sunday, I'm on Talk Heathen this week. So, and doing Rhyme of the Frost Maiden on Nat One Heroes on Sundays. So everybody, go hang out with Katie in a few minutes. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in to chat. And we'll see you all over at Katie's stream, and then hopefully see you on mine in a little bit. Bye, everyone.